So, ladies and gentlemen, you look at the history of the Montreal Canadiens. There's been a lot of rough and tough players that have skated with the Habs. But one of them that a lot of people have forgotten about, which I haven't, because my dad always reminded me, he was a tough one. He was a tough one. Terry Harper. Now, Terrence Victor Harper, don't know if there's any relation, former Prime Minister Stephen Harper, was born January 27th, 1940 in the great green city of Regina, Saskatchewan. Now, at 6'1" and 197 pounds, he was known for his booming hits, his booming fists, and his durability. He spent nearly 2 full decades playing in the NHL. Now, according to Stan Fischler, that great writer, Harper, in his opinion, was the prime example of the stay-at-home defenseman that really evolved in the 1960s, where the offensive style like Bobby Orr would go ahead and somebody would stay back. I'm thinking Dallas Smith and Gary Bergman, a few others. Now, he was quite aggressive. He would often total over 90 penalty minutes per season due to his physical style of play, but the goaltenders really enjoyed his style. He was well known for pushing the offensive players out of the goal crease area. Now, Harper perfected Montreal's shorthanded team at the time, but Harper basically wasn't known for scoring goals, even though at time the Harper hat trick, when he scored 3 goals in a season, was an inside joke. Now, he accomplished this 5 times in his 18-year career, erupting for what was a dramatic 8 goals in the 1975-76 season with the lack of offensive-minded Detroit Red Wings. Now, he played his first 10 NHL seasons with Montreal. Now, with the Habs, he won Stanley Cups with the team on several occasions, including the 4 1960s Dynasty Cups, 65, 66, 68, 69, and the Miracle Cup in 1971. He later went on to the LA Kings and became the Kings team captain from 73 to 75. When he went to Detroit, he was team captain in 1976. He finished off his career with St. Louis in Colorado, and he skated well into the 1980s, despite the fact injuries and overall wear and tear caught up with him. Now, we look at his time in amateur as what developed his style, and actually he played 3 seasons with the Regina Pats. And his last year with the Pats, he put in some really impressive numbers. 17 goals and 21 assists for 38 points, including 10 points in the Memorial Cup playdowns. Now, his time with Montreal, he had played with the Montreal Royals and the Hull Ottawa Canadiens before moving up to the Montreal Canadiens in 62-63. And he was with numerous teams in the 63 season, including the Hull Ottawa Canadiens and the Quebec Aces of the AHL. Now, first season with Montreal, rookie year, 2 goals, 15 assists, and 17 points. But like we mentioned before, he wasn't known for great scoring. But it was kind of bizarre. He disappeared from Montreal for a short while in '69. He was sent down to the Barons franchise. My father still doesn't know why Harper was sent to the AHL. We don't know his punishment or upper management was having difficulty with him. But the key point is this, ladies and gentlemen. He played over 1,000 games, 256 points, only 35 goals, and with only 4 goals and 13 assists in 112 playoff contests. But for me, again, if the Veterans Committee ever decided to put a Hall of Famer in for the basic consistency and for the overall strength of play, Harper would be a great candidate. Because if somebody wins 5 cups now, they're automatically in. But the thing is, there were so many great players with Montreal in this era, and majority of them had 5 cups. You look at Backstrom, Bobby Russo, You look at Teddy Harris, Terry Harper. You shouldn't discount the fact that he won 5 cups or 4 cups. He played with the consistency that allowed him to stay with what was the best franchise of the 1960s. So you shouldn't discount him just because everybody won. I mean, do you discount the Yankees infielders during their great era? You look at Billy Martin, you look at Bucky Dent, you look at Willie Randolph, you look at the outfielders defensive for the Yankees, like Mickey Rivers. There should be a veterans committee that would look at putting some of these big players in, and not only with Toronto, Detroit as well. Detroit, the Stanley Cup winners in the 50s. Toronto has a lot of players on their squads from the 1960s that are not in. Andy Bathgate told me years ago, he said, I don't want anybody left out in the Hall of Fame. He said, everybody that's won at least 5 cups, he told me this personally, should be in the Hall of Fame. And that could be a good dividing rod. Terry Harper, 1,000 games, 5 Stanley Cups. Like I said, captain for 2 squads, defensive defenseman. He basically was the blueprint for the Montreal defensive defenseman style of the era. Well, that's it. Keep your stick in the ice. Bye.